Heartbreak. That's the only way the Canadian players could describe their gold medal loss to the Russians.
Brutal feeling. I mean, to be up 3-0 and for the Russians to come back and beat us, it's a terrible pill to swallow, and there's really no words to really describe it right now. I don't really believe in the saying you win a silver medal. I think we lost gold, and I think that's why we came here. We didn't come here to get silver. We came here to get gold, and it's it's a brutal feeling losing. But at the same time, I'm proud of what we battled through. I don't think a lot of people saw us even making it to the gold medal game this year.
I know. I think it's probably 10 times worse, this one. It was right there. We had it, and now it's gone. So it's tough. You let your fans down. You let the country down when you thought you had it. But life goes on. You got to get over it. You learn some lessons from it too. But it's that.
It's probably one of the toughest pills I've had to swallow. As a hockey player, the amount of work that we put in together. I mean, we've been together for a month, and it's for it to come down and in the third period like that, it just sucks.
Probably the worst third period I've ever been on a team, but I don't know. It's stuff we can't control. It's over. Maybe in a couple of weeks I'll realize it was still a good experience, but right now it's really tough.
Leading 3-0 after 2 periods, Canada appeared to be on cruise control. But just 2 minutes into the third period, the Russians scored goals 13 seconds apart, and it was downhill from there on out. The Russians would score a total of 5 unanswered goals to win the gold medal.
Actually, I thought it started in the second period. I thought the last 5 or 6 minutes of second period, we got away from getting pucks deep, from playing down low, from being on the hunt. And we had a chance in the second with the power play to gain, get that other goal to maybe gain some momentum, and we kind of lost momentum because their penalty kill took it to us. And then when they scored those 2 quick goals in the third, it just seemed like the whole energy level changed, which it does. Momentum's huge. I think it's even bigger when the more important the game is. And when they got those 2 goals, they rode the momentum and kept us back on our heels, and we weren't able to punch back.
Like I said, being up 3-0, just having that feel of being ahead in a gold medal game, it was quite the feeling. But it's even worse, feeling that you've lost. I don't know. It's tough to say. I mean, I don't really have an explanation right now. I thought we did a good job killing off that 47-second penalty kill at the start of the period, and I think we built off that. But they had a couple quick goals after that. I think put us back on our heels a bit. And credit to the Russians. They got some offensive skilled players up there, and they really took it to us.
What we had to do, we weren't overconfident. We didn't look past them in the third. We knew they were a great team. It's just they scored that early one, and then they scored one 11 seconds later, sucked the wind out of the crowd, and they kind of had a huge momentum shift. And from there, they kind of took off, and we really couldn't find our game after that. You got to give them credit. That's a fighting team over there. That's a very good team on the other side. They never gave up. I mean, looking through the quarters, semis, and finals, I mean, they never gave up at any point. So, we knew that they were going to come back hard, and I think that the 2 first goals just threw us back.
I think they got 1 goal and they got rolling, and that's hockey's a game of bounces. And once you get rolling, you usually get positive bounces. And I think they're a good team. Give them credit.
Schenn had a goal and an assist to give him 26 all-time, pulling 1 point ahead of Ellis to be ranked 2nd all-time for Canadians, tied with Jordan Eberle. Ellis's goal leaves him ranked 3rd all-time for Canadian scorers and 1st all-time among defense from any country. Panarin got things rolling for the Russians in the third, scoring the first and game-winning goals. Tarasenko had a goal and a helper, and Kuznetsov had 3 helpers of his own. Byzantine allowed 5 goals on 27 shots, whereas Sheekin allowed 3 goals for Russia before being replaced by Bobkov, who stopped all 20 he faced. American Jack Campbell, Russia's Dmitry Orlov, and Evgeny Kuznetsov, and Canada's Ryan Ellis, Ryan Johansson, and Braden Schenn were named to the tournament All-Star team. As an aside, voting had to be in by the end of the second period. Jack Campbell was named top goalie, Ellis top D-man, and Schenn takes top forward as well as tournament MVP. His 18 points ties Dale McCourt for the most by a Canadian in any tournament. The Russians are quite the story of the tournament, coming back to beat the Finns in the quarterfinals in overtime, coming back to beat the Swedes in the semis in a shootout, and capping the tournament off with the biggest comeback of all. At the World Juniors in Buffalo, for Open Ice Hockey, I'm Scott Van Coonet.